Bill Bradley, registered dietitian.
Hey, it's Bill Bradley, registered dietitian, and this week we are making tapas, and we're gonna do a tapas party. So we're gonna make all 4 of these recipes in one pan. And what you can do with the party is you just make one recipe and then have somebody take the recipe out to the party as you're making the next one, and you just keep doing one after another. So we're gonna start with spicy olives with rosemary. And this is a very simple one. We already have some olive oil in the pan here. We're gonna take a couple of cups of really nice olives. These are the ones with the pits in them. Put them in with the olive oil. We're also gonna add some chopped up fresh rosemary, some spicy red pepper flakes. And I usually put about a teaspoon of that in. It all depends how spicy you want it. I'll put a little more in. This is one of those recipes that as soon as it's heated up, it's done. So we're just gonna wait for the olives to heat up. It's gonna soften up the olives just a little bit, but mostly we wanna just cook it until the flavor of the rosemary and the spices start to infuse into the olive oil and into the olives. 2 minutes later, we're gonna throw the cooked olives with the oil. We're gonna save a little bit of the olive oil because we're gonna be able to use that for the next recipe. We might still add some more. So the great thing about the way that we're doing this is that all the flavors are gonna start to infuse one into the next. It's one of the reasons why we're not doing the shrimp dish until the very end, because we don't want everything to taste like shrimp. But it's okay if some of the spices from the previous recipe goes into the next recipe. So next we're gonna do red peppers with capers and balsamic vinegar. I'm gonna add the red peppers. Turn it up just a bit. We're gonna add just a little bit of salt to the red peppers. With this recipe, we're gonna be adding some garlic to it, but I like to add the garlic closer to the end so you get a lot of the flavor of the garlic in it. Once the peppers start to brown, then it's time to add the last ingredients. We're gonna add some capers and a little bit of garlic and some balsamic vinegar. This is going to give it a little bit of a sweeter flavor as long as you have a nice sweet balsamic. You just let that cook for less than a minute. As I said, the garlic doesn't have to cook that much. You want to still have the nice strong flavor. And then this one is ready. So that's tapa number 2. Add a little bit more olive oil. And next we're gonna do sautéed Swiss chard with garlic. We're gonna add the Swiss chard right to the sizzling olive oil. And this recipe is very quick. You just wait until it's completely cooked down. And then I'm gonna add more garlic to that, and also some oregano and thyme. I'm gonna add a little bit of balsamic. And just a little bit more salt, and that one is done. The last one is sizzling lemon garlic shrimp. So we're gonna add olive oil again, and this time to the olive oil, to give it a little bit more flavor, we're gonna add just a little bit of butter. And then we're going to cook some leeks. This is also going to have garlic in it, but I'm going to wait until the leeks have cooked down some before I add the garlic. Also going to add some black pepper to this. We're going to cook the leeks until they're fairly soft because the shrimp is going to cook so fast that you don't want to overcook the shrimp waiting for the leeks to finish cooking. All right, so these are cooked down. I'm going to add the rest of the garlic and let that cook for maybe about 30 seconds. Then we're going to add the shrimp. I'm going to cook the shrimp until it's pink. The shrimp is done. We're going to put it in the bowl, and there you have it. 4 tapas, 1 pan. Hope you enjoy it. See you next time.